Okay, we're back. Yay. uh,
Those,
everything
for those of you that
seems
aren't currently aware, I spent the entire time with our Blake belittling Jack.
pretty much. At the end of
That's
the
what you
day, it
decided.
works, so does it matter?
And you deserved it.
It works, so does it matter?
Do you want me to kill the fun and game for you?
You can if you want, but don't worry about me. Okay, so what I can do is I can make Eric's keep visible to you, Kate. Unless Eric's gonna sit on the tablet to control his character.
No, I'm still a GM, so it's fine.
I just logged into both accounts simultaneously.
Okay, that's
Excellent.
fine. Multiple windows, or how are you doing it?
Yeah, 2 tabs.
Okay. Okay, let's see. A little this, a little that. Okay. So, LaFon, let's start with you.
Okay.
You awake in what appears to be a toad's nest in the middle of the forest. Or jungle, I mean.
Toad's nest.
Yes. And by that, I mean there's tadpole. There are, not tadpole eggs, but literally frog caviar, if you want to think of that.
Mm-hmm.
The size of little baseballs, just all around you. You seem to have literally landed in a pile of them.
Motherfucker, they're planning on eating me.
Maybe, maybe not. You don't see
They're
the
gonna lay
parent.
eggs in your
Am
stomach.
I like, what, am I in a hole or what?
You seem to be. It kind of seems like a cave, and you definitely see that you could go underwater from here, but there doesn't seem to be a way out from like. You seem to be underground, perhaps in a undersea cave.
How'd they get me here? That's my first question.
They probably fished you into the water and then stuck you in there.
Alright then, fine, I'm gonna choose to grow gills.
Okay, that
And then
is
I'm
a
go-
con check if you roll. You pass. You manage to grow gills. They are mostly functional.
And then I'm going to begin to swim to the exit.
Okay. As you start heading towards the exit, you notice as you go through this undersea cave that there's about a half a dozen of these massive horned toads just sleeping at the bottom here.
Mm-hmm.
They seem relatively motionless. Their eyes are closed. Give me a stealth check.
Oh, I mean, I think I can't fail.
Just, more about making the roll. Okay, you definitely passed. So how do you proceed?
I'm gonna get to the exit. I'm not hanging around here.
Okay, you're definitely heading towards the exit. As you close to the mouth of the cave, you look out, and what you see first is a toad literally eating an alligator.
Kinda glad I didn't fuck with the toes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You eventually do make it to shore. How do you proceed? Because you don't really know where you are. Also,
I'm just at
you're
the
starting
shore
to suffocate because you have gills now.
Yeah, I'm gonna change back to breathing normally.
I guess I shouldn't really make you do a check for that. You're fine.
Okay. I'm going to like fly upwards so I can get a general idea of where I am.
Okay, you fly upwards, and you're immediately met by a very cold breeze. Even though Eric turned off the spell, it doesn't necessarily it doesn't have an immediate effect, you know?
Okay.
You're not really used to flying in cold weather. Do you want to keep going?
Okay. I just need to fly high enough so that I can see above the trees, yeah.
Okay. Keep going. Pretty much every 10 feet, you get colder and colder. You are getting a decent look of the island from where you are. To the, let's say, towards the west, you see what literally looks like a cave with a skull on top of it. It's a little ominous, and you also see a slight movement around the base of it. But other than that, you still see mostly jungle. Do you want to keep going?
I want to do a wisdom check to look for anything of note other than that.
Okay, that is a certain realities. Go ahead and make your wisdom check. You have
These
one
nines.
singular question, and it cannot be relating to Catherine.
No, I was gonna ask about the fucking people that shot the dart at me.
Okay.
Are any of those guys around?
You think maybe the movement near the base of the mountain might be them? It does have a similar silhouette as they move through the jungle.
Alright then. I'm gonna go try and find my allies.
Okay. Like I said earlier, if you fly any higher, it's gonna keep getting colder.
Yeah, I'm just going to like basically fly through the forest trying to find my allies.
Okay. Give me a wisdom check. This is your relative ability to find your party members. Okay. Yeah. Somewhere along the way, you pick up the scent of rotting fish, a rotting corpse, and what you can only assume to be the scent of cockroaches, which is a very like oily scent you pick up just slightly. You do eventually find your way back to shore, and now everyone's back together. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Of course, it's gonna be you people that are gonna be around the scent of death.
Yeah.
Well, one of them is a corpse, or I guess we're going with the idea that Eric is cursed undead, and not rotting undead, right?
It's not even an excuse. There's a giant dead squid right next to you.
Yeah, that too.
Well, it's a fresh kill. It's not exactly rotting, and it's pretty cold,
Alright.
so it's
In
definitely.
any event, there are some islanders that are incredibly aggressive. Don't even bother trying to communicate with them. So I'm not sure what you guys want to do from here. Actually,
Proceed onward.
yeah, I want to get out of here as quickly as possible. I need to go somewhere quickly.
Okay. You act
Yeah,
like you
I
have a
Find
purpose
we need
or
to find the
direction.
exit. We need to find the exit that will lead us to the next place.
Okay. A cursed vampire and such, reanimated zombie skeletons and such, return ghosts and wraiths and such. Eric,
And such.
Jake, I don't know what you mean by that.
And such.
Because I get the idea that a person can be cursed with the stat of being undead, which means holy magic will have a negative effect on them. But he's definitely not a vampire, zombie skeleton, or a wraith.
Well, no, but that's why I put and such. He doesn't necessarily have to be rotting away before us.
Okay. Yeah, as per how I was gonna go with it, we're gonna stick with he's cursed undead, so he's unable to withstand holy magic.
Oh, by the way, guys, don't fuck with the toads. I literally saw one eating an alligator earlier.
And alligators can fuck someone up very easily.
They can. These toads are just fucking eating them like they don't give a shit. But yeah, we need to get to the next town as quickly as possible.
I'm gonna ask, did you try and lick one?
No, I didn't try and lick one.
Alright.
Now, I need you to try and look for the exit to here, since you can't fail your wisdom checks. I'd also like to point out my character's incredibly aware of the fact he's an in-game character.
It would appear so.
One of the masks told him, that demonic knowledge thing.
Mm-hmm. He actually used the character inside a video game. That's why he's constantly depressed.
I'm gonna look for somewhere for us to hole up as like a base.
Oh, you did.
Okay. So, you discern realities. You have 3 questions. What are the 3 questions?
Is there anywhere that we can reside safely for a while?
Okay. So, as you ask this question, you take a very strong look around, and you notice that there seems to be what seems to be like a large rock formation sticking out of the jungle to the left of to the north of your location. May not be the safest location that you might find, but it's nearby, and it would definitely get you out of the jungle and give you a nice look around.
I think
Okay.
we're gonna-
Are there any of those whatever locals that LaFawn warned us about? Anywhere that I
You
can
have
see.
not seen a single one, but LaFawn saw one very recently.
Is Catherine anywhere around here?
No, you have not seen hide nor hair of any redheads with advanced magical abilities.
Okay. Then I'm gonna start walking towards the rocks.
I'm gonna follow Jake.
Okay.
I don't have a choice.
So
With some shit.
before we go any further, and I completely forget, LaFawn, you have a voicemail because you didn't pick up the phone last night.
Okay, I'm gonna check the voicemail.
She said, I guess you're busy, so I'll call you back tomorrow. Maybe. Are you there? Hello? And then she hangs
I
up.
can't even reply.
You can't.
It's a one-way thing, so I have to just let you wait and
So
explain
pretty much
myself later.
As far as she's concerned, it kind of seems like you just snubbed her. Like you got what you wanted, and now you don't want to talk to her anymore.
Fucking, I need to explain to her that I'm in a lot of dangerous situations on a day-to-day basis.
She will probably say she understands, but realistically, her length of day-to-day dangers is just being a support character in the back who never does any fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys head towards the rock formation to the north. Someone roll me a D1000.
Gee. Oh, I guess your rolling's back to normal then.
Yeah, it was just that one day.
Okay, that's a lot of frogs, apparently. As you close to the island, you do see, in fact, one of those horned toads. He seems to be on the prowl, and there is more than a few skeletons lying around that you think that this might be an active hunting ground.
I'm going to cast my Rote Corpse Whisper on one of the skeletons.
Okay.
Is there only one toad here that we can see?
You only see the one, but he does seem to be a somewhat hardened warrior.
I'm going to choose the stealth. Wait, hang on a second. Hardened warrior? Wait, do you mean they've actually... he's wearing armor and shit?
This guy does seem to have some sort of things on him.
This is
Wait, is this a person or a toad?
He could be a toad person, but at the end of the day, what LaFawn saw was just a normal frog creature, but this one actually does seem to be wearing some various different items.
I'm gonna try and talk to it, and I need you guys to have my back in case it tries to eat me.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Hold Person.
Shouldn't we wait to see the results of Corpse Whisper?
Yes, technically your spell will resolve before they take their action, so let's go ahead and do your thing. Now, Corpse Whisper is a rote, correct?
Yes.
Okay, let me hop over to see what it does, and you go ahead and explain it to everyone else.
I don't have the PDF in front of me.
Okay, let's see. Corpse Whisper. Cast a spell when you touch the corpse. You experience the person's last moments of life. Through one of their senses, you see what they saw or heard. What they heard, for example. Saw or heard what they heard, for example. That's a very weird example.
That's a fucked up sentence.
Improperly written. But, okay, you choose your sense and I'll tell you and explain what you felt.
I'm going to try and look through their eyes before they died to see what and how they died.
Okay. You ended up picking the body of the alligator. You're going along, you seem to be nomming on something. You're not totally sure what it is, but apparently the alligator enjoys it quite a bit. As you just lay about in the water, you feel the water splash, and you take a look to your right, and the next thing you see is a tongue smack you in the face, followed by a massive crunching sound, and that pretty much is it.
Cool. I'm gonna take some of the alligator teeth.
The teeth are gone. You're pretty sure that Toad either pooped this thing back out, which means the teeth probably corroded inside the Toad's belly.
Okay, I'm good then.
Cool.
Guys, this thing could totally kill all of you. And
Okay,
there's
well,
a
right
hard
now I
of it.
can't do anything.
And there's
You said that to me like 16 times.
I know, right? And it's
I would like to go out to it and draw my sword.
okay.
Don't do shit, guys. I can talk to it.
I want to, before I do this, I want to cast magic weapon.
Okay.
Alright, Kay's
go ahead and make a roll for your spell.
That's what.
Okay, for the record, I did already cast a spell. I don't know if anybody heard me.
I'm not getting involved in this
Yeah.
fight. I'm gonna go climb up onto the cliff.
I'm just gonna let Kate do her thing. Okay. So Kate, you can do yours as soon as it's Jake finishes. So Jake, what was your spell?
Hold person.
Okay, you cast Hold Person, make a roll. You definitely can't fail, but it's more to see if you get a
rolled
pass.
13.
You got a 13. So your spell actually works. Kate, your spell, you have the option to draw attention, take -1 ongoing, which you already are going to do, or you can forget the spell for a day.
So if I say take -1 ongoing, is that another -1 on top of my -1?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so you currently have a -2 for your next spell check. Alright, the frog seems to have stopped moving. Kate, what do you do?
Jake's got him held, right?
He
Yeah.
seems to be held.
He's
Okay.
going nowhere.
I'm gonna go over to him, and then I want to use evidence of faith.
Okay.
He hasn't cast a spell yet.
It requires them to cast a spell. But you can still use it in the form of Divine Favor, which... Let me double check what exactly Divine Favor does. Do you remember?
Well, no.
See, Divine Favor. Dedicate yourself to your deity. You gain the commune and cast 1 cleric spell. So you can cast a cleric spell if you want.
Nah, I don't care that much. I want to go up and ask him if he's friendly or foe, kind of deal.
Well, considering you just drew your sword, casted a spell that gives you more damage, and held him in place, you're hostile.
Kate, roll me a charisma check.
I get that, but like...
Okay, he ribbits, and he doesn't seem to give you a real answer. Also, he can't really move, so if he was trying to motion anything other than ribbiting, because maybe he doesn't understand the language you're talking about, so...
So he can still talk, so...
He ribbited. That was it.
Okay, I'm going to strike at him.
Okay. Roll the
We
hit.
should probably like tie him up or something first, because the second you hit him, he's no longer held.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It breaks when he takes damage.
Okay, before I roll the hit, I'm gonna go back to the cockroach that's carrying the stuff. I want to grab some rope off the cockroach.
If you remember correctly, they lost all their stuff before you arrived at the town, remember?
That's true. Damn.
So realistically, we should be talking about how your cockroaches have not been eaten for the last couple of days.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Can they not eat the weird corpses around?
They can eat the squid, I guess. But they are definitely a little malnourished because they haven't eaten for like a couple of days.
That's true. Okay, well,
So
I don't know.
At a later point, when our characters take a rest, because you're gonna have to sleep at some point. Your cockroaches are gonna have to roll for their health and see how they're doing.
Is Chill of the Void done?
Chill of the Void is gone, and he doesn't have it for the rest of the day, but it doesn't change the fact that it's still pretty cold out.
Okay. Jake, what did you want to do with this hold person thing?
Well, we could talk to him, but apparently he doesn't speak correctly.
Yeah, I'm
The
just gonna,
phone or something.
I'm gonna try and kill him.
Wait, how long does hold person last?
Until I leave their presence.
Yeah, well, why don't we just go to sleep? Jake, you can stay awake. My cold spell will be back, and then I can hypothermia him to death. Because it doesn't hit him.
I'm fairly certain this Toad is actually a good guy, and you guys are gonna kill him.
I just didn't want to take any chances. If he's
Why?
a badass, I'm gonna...
Voice of reason, Lafon.
Because the islanders are really strong.
he got
They're
taken,
hyper-aggressive.
he got taken out. He got taken out in one single shot by a native.
Yeah, they can let you send us all to sleep. So, I was going to ask the Toad if, like, there's a war going on between them and the people, or what's the situation going on.
Okay,
But then you guys decide you're gonna kill it.
Okay,
I
so
haven't done anything yet.
Lafon, let me tell you, because just to clarify. So what you saw originally were humanoid, very humanoid type natives wearing like wooden masks. Those are the ones who like took you out with their little blow darts. And these frogs seem to be very strong and very aggressive.
Oh my god!
And the way they hunt, but oh, sorry, did I say dogs? I meant frogs.
No, I said frogs. The frogs are like their gods, and you were their sacrifice.
Technically that is possible, I suppose. But yeah, the frogs seem to be somewhat sentient, even though they don't speak your language. There's no guarantee that they are nice or aggressive. At the end of the day, you were in a bed with their babies, in a den that looked like they were ready to kill anything who came in. Because they were all facing away from where you were, so you can take that how you want. But at the end of the day, if a wolf carried you back to its den, they would look away from you because they expect things to come from outside, not from inside.
Okay, well, I'm going to climb down from my perch, and then I'm going to go up to the frog. I'm going to start like motioning with my hands and generally try to explain to it that we aren't here to harm it. My allies are just idiots.
Okay.
I'm protecting myself. I'm not intending to hurt him at this point in time. I just,
Would that be a charisma or dexterity check?
That's definitely gonna be a charisma check, and that's gonna be at the -1. So hit the little checkbox and then make a roll.
Okay.
Alright, you still crit. You think your message came across as he blinks and ribbits after you say it. Then again, he could just be blinking and ribbiting, which is very likely to be a very, it's not really much of a response, as it seems to be more of an indication that he heard what you said.
Okay, how about this then? I'll communicate with it, and Jake, with his huge wisdom, can try and determine what it's trying to think or do.
If you want to do that, you can.
Jake, I think you should just let it go and let's see what happens.
I have a couple more things I'm going to do before I do that.
Okay.
I have a plan too.
Everyone has too many plans this frog.
I give you guys a frog, and you've done more with this frog, more thought into this frog than you've done anything else. Even the Iron Giant, you guys immediately jumped to let's kill it. And
no, they jumped to let's kill it. I jumped to let's get some more fucking armor from it.
Where's Lafon?
Okay, go ahead, guys. Who wants to go first? I think we should be rolling for initiative to see which among you guys gets to go first. How about that?
I like that.
So, dex check, everyone. Okay, I don't know which was which, but okay. Okay, so Eric, you go second after Lafon. Let's say, yeah. So Kate, you're last, and we're gonna proceed like that. So Lafon, how do you want to do this?
My wisdom's too low to actually try and understand anything the frog is saying. But I've communicated what I'm saying to it, so I want to go climb back to the perch, and then I'm going to try and discern realities to try and find the exit to this place.
Okay, give me a wisdom check. I'm not seeing the roll, so it might just be a little lagging.
That's 9.
Jake, go ahead and fill it in however you please. Just don't involve the frog, because you didn't know him prior to this, to the actual game.
Not. I could care less about this fucking frog.
Okay,
yeah,
so
I want to go for it and like find food for my cockroaches. I'm really worried about it now.
yeah, it's gonna become an issue as we progress, because it's gonna be harder and harder to find food. The fawn, you're trying to discern realities. You want to ask one question, and that question is specifically to find the best way out of here, right?
To find the door to the next floor.
Door to the next floor. Okay, you discern realities, and you look around. Typically, the doors you see are the large metallic doors, have this sort of weird shadow aura around them. And as you look around, the only thing that even has a remotely similar aura would be the skull on the top of the volcano.
If I wasn't so sure the islands over there,
guarantee that that's where it is. This is your. But basically, I'm supposed to tell you what you see, what's around you based on what you see. So if the door is not there, it just means that it's currently out of your vision range. So there's no guarantee it's there. It just you see something similar that reminds you of the door.
Okay.
Or it could be the door, and I'm just screwing with you.
Or it kind of sounds like you made that up on the spot. So instead, I'm going to try and commune with Cthulhu and ask him. He seems like a more reliable source than our GM.
Okay, we'll come back to you at a later time. Okay, who's next? That is Eric.
Okay, so the spell won't break if I go up and touch it, or just touch him, right?
The spell will not break
only if he takes damage.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to him and I'm gonna cast the urge, and I'm gonna make him obey me.
Okay, well, what kind of urge are you going to give him that somehow makes him obey you?
The urge to listen to whatever is said.
Okay, sure. Give me a spell check. Right. You gain 1 experience, and that spell is gone for the rest of the day.
Oh. I'm out of spells.
You're out of spells already?
Yeah. Well, I only had 2.
Okay, then. Jake. Anything? And I believe you cast another spell.
God damn it, stop fucking texting me, people.
I believe you cast another spell that hold person will cancel, if I remember correctly.
It doesn't say so.
You just take minus.
It requires you to concentrate on the spell, remember? Doesn't it? Let's see. Claire.
Let me find it.
Hold person. Animate resurrection. What level spell is that?
Oh, until you cast a spell or leave their presence, they cannot act until.
Well, there you go. Until you cast a spell. So if you cast another spell, it will definitely cancel.
Do roads count as spells, right?
Yes, roads count as spells.
Okay, that is unfortunate.
The frog continues to ribbit and blink.
However, I can commune, and that is just a starting move.
Yes, you can definitely commune.
I can also, whatever divine guidance, when you petition your deity according to the precept of your religion, you are granted some useful knowledge or boon related to your deity's domain. Okay, I will attempt to commune, then. I will ask Cthulhu what he wants us to do here.
Okay, roll with your wisdom check.
Whether or not.
Okay. He says that the frogs are good, but immediately you've understood Cthulhu's very odd sense of good and evil, so you can take that however you want. And he also says that these frogs can definitely fuck up the entire party if they mess around too much.
Okay. Then I'm going to tell the frog, alright, I'm going to let you go. I'm counting on you not to attack us, though, alright? We're working on, like, a trust issue here. Okay, Mr. Frog?
He continues to ribbit and blink. There's no real sign of him agreeing or disagreeing.
Let's fucking do it.
I'm going to tell him I recommend you make your intentions clear.
Or you cannot have him held still. Yet you basically just tackled someone to the ground, got a gun pointed to their head, and then duct taped their mouth, going, "Make your intentions clear as to what you plan to do."
Right.
Let him go. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the hold person spell.
Okay. He ribbits He ribbits in the sense of a yawn, you know? And he sort of continues sitting there, even though now he seems to be in a rest position, as earlier he was stuck in like a pouncing position.
Okay. I suppose that's good.
His eyes are a little weird because he's literally darting around all around him, just sort of watching what's going on.
I would like to approach the frog and offer my hand.
Okay. He, let's say, non-aggressively sticks his tongue to your hand,
Okay. How stuck is it?
kind of like it would take a little force to pull it off, but not so much so that it feels like he's gonna eat you.
Cool.
I think that's his way of shaking hands.
Or making out, you don't know.
Making it with her hand? Alright.
At the end of the day, she stuck it out at him. So, who knows?
Okay. I'm gonna try and just gently pull back my hand so that he knows I want to let go.
It seems kind of stuck.
Well,
like I said, you could grab onto it and pull it off, but it's kind of like a sticky note stuck to your hand, and you're trying to remove it with one hand, kind of thing. Like it's just there and it's just flopping around, but it's not like pulling you in or anything.
okay, I'm just gonna continue walking backwards, like with my hand, so that he knows that I want to leave.
Yeah, eventually, as you walk away and it falls, he just immediately pulls it back into his mouth.
Is that kind of like we're done here?
Okay, and then we're going off the party. Also, I have 3 rations on me, and I would like to give them to my cockroaches.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. The frog jumps away, and you notice as he jumps away with so much force that he leaves a very deep impression in the ground.
So how far does he go?
He essentially did a Hulk jump, okay? He's gone.
So more than 20 feet or something, I assume.
More like halfway across the island.
Yeah, I kind of think my hypothermia plan may have been the only way we could have killed that.
You think that maybe would have worked? Then it's, yet again, it's questionable in the sense that does everything that's amphibious immediately go to sleep just because it's cold?
Well, no, a cold-blooded amphibious creature would be very susceptible to cold. Like, I don't know if it would have a sleep. Some of them just die. Not all of them can do the frozen hibernation thing.
Mm-hmm. So you can give it a shot, but then again, if these guys are the nice ones, do you really want to piss off the more aggressive ones?
Think about it, guys. We could climb up to the top of that volcano, be nice and warm, cozy, and I could just stare out at the land and freeze it.
Perfect timing.
Alright, so
Oh wow.
I'm gonna try and communicate Cthulhu.
Okay. You commune with Cthulhu, make your roll. It's a pass. He got like a busy signal.
I'm gonna do a patrol.
Okay. We'll probably take a short break and we'll get back to it.
No, I'm gonna join the call in a second on my phone.
Okay. So, you get kind of a busy signal for the first solid minute. You call back, and he eventually picks up. He says he's sort of busy at the moment. What do you need?
I just need you to tell me the door to the next level from here.
1 second. Let me look it up. And you hear like typing like on a keyboard.
Okay.
Okay. It says yes. Do you know what floor you're on?
6?
You know the arena that you have to fight guys to get through?
Okay, the arena. Right. That's floor 35. Okay,
Or on
yeah.
the one, but I guess.
Okay, which one did you go through?
We went through the one that was guarded by the guy with the spear, the really fat one.
The Wallers, right?
Yes.
Okay. Right. See, his door is... Okay, so you're on floor 75. Pretty high up. Be careful. A lot of things here can definitely kill you guys.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get to the next village. I was told by one of them that the place after this area is a village.
Alright, so there's definitely a way to a village. I think you've been to this village before. Okay, 1 sec. And he puts down the phone, and he goes back to typing and typing and typing. Says I'm not totally sure. It says it's underground somewhere, but you're on an island, so that means underground would be underwater or in a volcano.
Yeah, that's fine. You're already there.
So, I see. Alright, thanks, Kafila, you're the man.
All right. Okay. Well, I have to go back to work. I'll see you in a few.
Alright, see ya.
And you take the note of him saying "I'll see you in a few" to somehow mean nothing at all.
Alright. So, we know it's underground.
Okay. So, as he said, he could definitely be in the volcano if you want, but that might be just me trying to convince you to go towards the volcano. Or it could be in the undersea cave, which is within the range of possibility.
I'm gonna go with a no. I'm gonna assume it's in the volcano, considering that you said I could find Catherine last playthrough, and she most certainly wasn't in the water.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go. My common sense is tingling, and it's telling me it's gonna be at the volcano.
Also, remember, guys, there's actually more than one door per on each floor. They just lead in different directions. One is generally up, and one is generally down.
Well, I'm gonna try and go for the one that's. Oh no! Yeah, the one next for the floor up is gonna be. Oh, I figured it out now. Yeah, it's gonna be the one at the volcano because the one we came through would have led down, and we came through the ocean. So the one Cthulhu was talking about was in the ocean. This one will lead. If we go to the volcano, that one's going to lead to the next floor up.
Smart. So, you guys gonna head towards the volcano then?
Smart.
So I was gonna sit here, like, you guys gonna keep looking through every single hole and every single area location, and then you realize that, oh wait, wasn't the door we came through originally underwater?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna go down to the rest of my party and be like, okay guys, for once in your lives, just trust me. I've talked to Cthulhu, and I figured out the door to the next level is in the volcano.
Damn game, how do we get in there? It's like hot.
Well, we can fly. And
Yeah, but,
those
like,
strong...
The volcano.
Well, you know the shadowy presence that tends to emulate around the doors? I felt it when I was looking around earlier. I think it's going to be at the top of the volcano. So we can fly there. But I mean, I don't know what everyone else is going to do.
Okay, but like, I'm not leaving my cockroaches, so.
Okay. Well, what I can do is I can scout it out in the hopes that I won't die, and you guys can start making your way over there, and I'll find you again.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on my cockroaches, and I actually walk super fast, so I'll be there.
Yeah, you're actually a lot faster than most people. And if you ride your cockroach, you would actually be faster than everyone.
Yeah, like I go like 12.
Mm-hmm.
So realistically, you could pack the heaviest person onto Charlie, and just run there.
Yeah. Well, because we have Charlie and we still have Victor, so...
Okay, also I'm fairly certain there are islanders over there, so if you do to go there on foot, make sure you go prepared.
Yeah.
Not that I'm sure you're always not prepared.
So, I'm gonna take the libless cockroach, and,
Okay, so...
Actually, I think we should rest first. That's what we should do.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna tell
I've
you
rested
that
plenty.
it is definitely starting to get around midnight here. At the end of the day, doesn't seem like the sun's going down anytime soon, but as you look around and the atmosphere sort of changes, you get this sense that a lot of creatures are getting ready for a rest. You don't really understand why, since the sun doesn't seem to be moving, but at the end of the day, you're technically inside of a building in a tower, so
Yeah.
maybe the sun just doesn't change here.
I would like to tell Charlie, who is the metal cockroach, to watch over us while we sleep.
Well, I've already slept plenty today.
Well,
I don't really need to.
then I guess you can fly to the top of the volcano and see if there's a door there. Come back and tell us.
It
Right,
also
then let's
means
wait for
you're
everyone else to
going
get back
with
first.
no backup.
I was going with no backup in the first place.
Okay.
And I'm just scouting. I'm not actually going to go into it.
Okay, so
we
you
should wait for
leave
everyone
to
else
go
to get
scout,
back first.
and then we're going to take care of the camp and everything right now. So, Kate,
Mhm.
you are setting up camp. Unless Eric would like to make a wisdom check instead.
No.
Then make a wisdom check. This is your ability to set up camp. Okay, it's a pass. Do you actually make camp right here in this what appears to be a hunting ground full of dead bones? I mean,
No,
dead
I
Just
animals?
go up the fucking rock I went up to.
I want to go to that rock formation.
Okay.
Like the middle of it.
Yeah, you climb up towards the rock formation that I mentioned earlier. Let me save this and I'll upload it as an image. Okay, so this, but of course it's attached to the land. And not just out in the middle of the ocean like that. See it?
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
Okay.
it's a little mossy, but at the end of the day, it's just a little additional protection from the cold ground or the... Actually, no. Realistically, the air is colder than the ground right now, and there's that one random tree in the side there.
So as we're walking, I'm follow Paladin, and before we start going there, I'm going to cast Unseen Servant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did we leave where that frog was?
Frog left.
Well, yeah, but did we leave that area?
Yeah,
Oh.
you're heading towards the rock to make camp.
Okay, so
I have a question before we leave that area, technically. Since
Okay.
I didn't realize that I wasn't going to be able to stay in the call.
Mm-hmm.
The Animate Dead spell does not specify that I cannot have more than one. It just, it would be a -1 for each, but with Serenity, I don't take that. So can I just
You
raise
don't take the
all of the
first one.
skeletons?
You won't take the first one, and it would just continue to be a minus every single time. It stacks the minuses along with how many undead you have.
Serenity. When you cast a spell, you ignore... Oh, it does say the first. Okay.
Yeah, just the first one.
Okay, well then I'm going to res 2 of them and have 2 skeletons with me.
Okay, well, I still need you to make the check, because you get a pass, you might draw attention, which definitely is not a good thing, or take a minus.
Yeah, I'm good.
That second one would have been a pass, because it's a -1 more. So, what do you take? An additional -1?
No, the first one, casting the spell, I don't have anything going, and then casting the second spell,
Oh yeah, and then Serenity blocks it.
so it's anything I cast after that one. That's why I wanted to take 2.
Okay, well you actually could cast a third one without having to worry about any additional negatives if you want.
Wait, so as long as I roll above 10, I don't even take the -1?
Yeah, you do. Well, technically you do have a -1, but you only have -1. Your chances of succeeding is still relatively high.
No, I only need 2.
Okay, then you have 2 undead. They're technically just alligators, and actually roll me 2d10s. Let's see what kind of part of the food chain you're currently at. Okay, so one is definitely an alligator. The other one doesn't seem to be much of an alligator so much as it's like a baby panther. So it's not exactly the most threatening or physically capable, but it's moving.
Alright. Anyway, continuing on to whatever rocks we were walking towards.
Okay, so I cast my Unseen Servant, and as we're walking towards the rocks, I'm going to gather firewood and kind of put it in his arms and make him follow us there.
Okay.
And then when we get there, I'm going to use my brimstone to light the fire.
Okay. You guys are... It's kind of a very, nice image. So you guys just sitting on this mossy rock with a campfire underneath a tree. But yeah, you guys are pretty safe where you are. You don't think you're really hidden, if that was your idea. But you are... It's a very fortified location, you know? Anything coming towards you will definitely be seen.
Sorry, how close are we to the squid? The dead one? Like, how quick could I get there and back?
Since you fly, you could definitely get there and back, no issue.
Okay, so I'd like to go pick up a fair amount of that dead squid and then bring it back and then cook it up calamari style.
Okay. Typically calamari's raw, isn't it, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, but, I don't want it raw.
No, she just wants cooked squid.
Very well. You cook up some squid. Everyone had some very nice, let's say, Japanese dinner or something.
Yeah, and like I made like a lot of it. I want to make that like a fair amount. Like at least a hand, like a good armful of squid. That's how much I brought.
Okay. It's definitely not going to last you guys tomorrow because that squid's going to go bad since it's seafood. But it's definitely not for everyone to eat today.
Awesome.
Okay.
And I want to feed
Well,
my cockroaches if they're still hungry from. Are they still hungry? Because I gave them the 3
You
rations.
just force feed them.
Yeah, they could definitely use some more food.
Okay, I will give them all of the leftovers.
Okay.
Are they good now? Are they full? They got full bellies?
Roll me a constitution check for each of them. That is a
I can
2d6
keep it
plus
good.
1. Oh, you can,
I
can't
can
you?
keep it good forever.
You can if you want.
2d6 plus 1?
2d6 plus 1 for each of them. And name them as you go. So who's the first one?
Oh, Jesus. Charlie.
I'll roll a different one for the rest of them.
Roll a different one?
Like, I'll let you keep Charlie, because Charlie was never going to fail, but name the other ones and then make another roll for them.
So this one will be Victor,
Okay, Victor's also fine.
and this one's Kevin. Oh.
Kevin's also the baby, too, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's not doing well. After being malnourished for a couple days, and now just stuffing his face, he's not looking too great.
Poor guy. He's gonna
Cockroach
sleep with me.
vomit.
Yeah. Basically, if he fails another check next time he rests, he's definitely going to either be sick or any number of different issues might come up.
Okay, well he's gonna sleep with me tonight.
Technically, our cleric can heal him, but that's not going to fix like actual medical issues. That just keeps him from dying.
Good to know.
I'm going to attempt to corpse whisper him in advance.
You're just
What
out there like
medical
calling it.
attention does he need?
Yeah. What medical attention does he need?
Definitely like a nutritionist because you haven't been feeding him. But yeah, his stomach seems to be grumpy or something. He definitely has a bit of diarrhea, so he's pooping a lot more than he should. So he's actually dehydrated as well, and just generally being woozy and weak.
As a cockroach, can he drink blood?
Technically can. I don't think it's healthy for him, but he can if he had to drink some water.
Like I can just go to the ocean and boil some water. It's like not a big deal.
Okay, well, yeah, you
So
can.
Water will be fine.
Okay, Kate, give me a roll for that. We'll call it wisdom. Go ahead. And then we'll hop over to LaFon and see how he's doing. Okay, it's a pass. You have enough water to make sure everyone's not going to dehydrate. Okay, so LaFon, like this has been going on for a while, so give me a stealth check, and then you will hopefully arrive at the volcano.
Alright.
You're essentially invisible, which happens quite a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, you arrive. Were you high in the air or were you close to the ground? Because it is dark. It's not dark as in nighttime. It's dark as in somewhat sunset, but sun never actually seems to go any further down.
Okay, what we're gonna say is that I'm high in the air and I'm flying, but I've shapeshifted so that I'm entirely black, so I camouflage him in the night.
There is no night.
There is no night.
Oh yeah,
There's just
okay.
a sunset that never seems to go down any further.
Oh really? Oh, in which case we'll say
then
I'm
you
close to
can-
the ground then,
I was
Okay,
gonna say you can go like a light sandy color and
in the sky.
blend in with the light. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be close to the ground then.
So you're close to the ground. Do you want to be all black or no?
No, I don't think it's gonna help here.
Okay, you're close to the ground. You're trying to be as stealthy as you can. It's pretty dark. It's reasonable to believe that these guys don't have night vision, but at the end of the day, you never really know. Okay. You did pull off yourself quite a bit. You arrive about a few clicks away from the volcano. You do see some movement and you stop for a moment and look around. What do you do?
I'm gonna instantly take cover in a bush.
Okay, roll me another stealth check. Another 13. Oh, wow. If you get pulled out of 13, that would actually be a sign of bad luck. But yeah, you're in the bushes. Whatever it was doesn't seem to notice you, but you never really get a good look at it. It seems to be bigger than the last group you saw, and they just immediately rush off somewhere.
What direction are they heading?
Relative to you, they're heading to your right. Let's say that's south. That's not towards the volcano. That seems to be further away from it.
Okay then. So from this, I'm going.
Also feel the wind starting to pick up.
Okay, from this, I'm going to discern that they definitely have a high presence around here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly high into the air now, but I'm going to still keep my distance. I just want to inspect the skull that was on top before that had the weird shadowy presence.
Okay, roll me an air self check. Because at the end of the day, you went from being on the ground to up in the air. If someone's watching.
I did even better.
Well, it's not 13. That wasn't
I'm like the fucking nut.
That luck. You shoot up there. Like, damn. Yeah, you're up there. No one can see you. You barely made a sound somehow. And you're away. You're about like half a click away from the volcano.
Okay.
You definitely feel the heat coming from it. And you're a little curious as to why so much heat's coming from this volcano, and yet it seems to be inactive.
Okay, I'm just going.
The heat is literally lifting you up further into the air, even if you don't want to.
I'm not even above it yet. What the fuck?
That's the point. That's a lot of heat.
Oh
It's just
no.
radiating off of there.
Oh no.
It's almost like it's going to
I know.
explode.
Yes. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh joy.
We could have Mr. Sub-Zero over here just to fix that problem.
It's not going to be able to fix a volcano exploding. That's literally plates moving in the earth.
It doesn't say that it involves anything. It just says it goes to sub-zero temperatures.
Yeah,
It'll just be a giant rock.
Yeah, it doesn't say it lowers the temperature by X degrees. It says
I just love how your idea is freeze the cap of the volcano, and now all that really does is plug it up so that the explosion happens faster.
Yeah, and not to mention that a volcano erupting has nothing to do with the heat. It's all about tectonic plates that are moving in the ground.
Yeah, but think about it. If I freeze all the lava,
You can't freeze lava.
Yeah, you can. If you make it sub-zero temperature, it turns into rock.
No, it doesn't. Different things have different freezing points and different melting points. They're not all. It's not all 100 degrees boiling and 0 degrees freezing.
Right,
That's just
Right,
for water.
but at 0 degrees, lava is going to be rock. I guarantee it.
lava.
I counter that by not guaranteeing it.
I guarantee.
Anyway, we can argue about this when I
Specified
get
by
back.
the
You're not
spell,
here
it
right
is
now.
what is within sight. So we can only freeze the
Okay,
top
what
layer
about
of
the
lava.
okay? What about the skull? What are they doing with the skull? What's that? What's going on with that?
Now you get a closer look at the skull.
We're gonna
It's
freeze it.
definitely doesn't seem to be naturally occurring. So someone literally had to carve that into the volcano.
Someone carved it into the volcano.
Yeah, you're pretty sure they might have done it. This crafting work, the handiwork's actually pretty good. Decently
Okay,
looks
well,
like a skull.
Okay. I'm going to discern realities while I'm so high in the air to try and look for a door.
Okay. Make a roll.
All these
Okay.
crits, man.
So this whole time, you've been seeing this sort of like blackish smoke. You assumed it originally to be, just the smoke coming from the volcano. But as you take a closer look with your discern realities, you realize that that's definitely the magic smoke that you see from the door. But you don't see the door.
I'm certainly not going near it by myself. Okay, deciding I've done enough, I'm going to go back to the camp now.
Okay. You head back. And what exactly do you tell the party? What was your analysis of what you seen?
There's a huge concentration of the island people around the volcano. We don't want to fight them, there's too many. The volcano's going to erupt soon, There's so much heat coming from underground. I'm not sure if it's naturally occurring or if the islanders are doing it, but if they are, they're suicidal. But I did find the door.
I'm going to volunteer to end them.
I'm going to tell you to shut the fuck up and to get to the door. We don't have time to try to start a war.
Come on, it's not fun if there's no fight.
Ice Age.
I think it's weird that we don't have some random rock creature to have a baby into this volcano with us.
Wait a second, hold up. Okay, so I'm resetting my spells. So, because I'm gonna commune with my god for like the hour it takes to get new spells.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and I'm gonna ask the party
Actually, before we do that, we should actually go through the process of the as like he's sleeping.
Okay.
So everyone roll me a D1000.
Okay.
And everyone heals 1 damage die.
I don't even...
And
say I'm still at full.
and for our undead, you heal half of your damage die.
I'm still at full health, but whatever.
Well, you don't have to roll then.
I rolled anyway.
Jake, can I assume you Bloodstaff our undead person here?
Yeah, if that's
That's pretty much the
How
only
I
thing
heal
that's
it.
going to help him.
Okay.
So you do that, and you roll another damage die, Eric.
Another damage die?
Yeah, this one
Yes.
is full. So you
And-
heal a total of 3 this time around.
Whoa. Got 6 HP.
Okay. Jake, I don't think I got 81,000 from me.
161.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see now. Okay, so Jake, let's start with you. You received a message from Cthulhu.
Yes, my lord.
He tells you that there is definitely a lot of weird energy coming from your area. He doesn't really know what's going on. Says, I don't know if it's magical or natural. But at the end of the day, the whole thing's magical to begin with, so maybe it's definitely magic.
So maybe it's definitely that.
At the end of the
Maybe,
day, everything's
definitely.
magic concerning where you are. You know, at the end of the day, you're in a gigantic magical tower, so everything's technically magic.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna ask him if it's possible for me to ask him while I dream. I guess. What do you want us to do about it?
He's mostly just telling you because he's worried that you're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die. Okay.
Because at the end of the day, his cleric, the cleric of Cthulhu, Paladin, one of his workers, and a guy who just somehow hopped out of hell into the real world are all here in the same place. So he had some stake in it, in hoping to keep at least the cleric and the Paladin alive.
Fuck the demon and the undead, though.
I'm gonna make a roll to roll over in my sleep and bump into the cleric.
Sure. I'm gonna call it a flat 2d6. Go for it.
Flat 2d6. I mean, K2. Roll, Kate, roll.
You gain 1 experience.
Okay.
Why would you try and touch me in my sleep?
I just want to roll over and bump into you.
Yeah,
Okay.
but if I wake up startled,
What did I roll a
and seated-
D1000 for?
We'll get to you in a moment. 646.
I'm
Basically,
confused.
these are things that happen to you through the night, and we don't typically get night sessions too much. Well, actually, you don't get
Okay.
parts where you actually guys asleep very often, so I've been meaning to take care of this.
Okay.
Okay. So, let's see, 646. Okay, 646, was that Kate or Eric?
Eric.
Okay, Eric. You see a man in a top hat staring at you through the void.
Can it be me or Viola?
I'm gonna ask him how he's been doing. I haven't seen him in a while.
So I've been good, son. What have you been up to?
Oh, today.
Not much. Planning some stuff. Gonna end some worlds, maybe.
Let's go. Let's go.
Trying to roll.
You meet anyone special? As he says to his 14-year-old son, who is definitely not old enough to be doing that.
No, not yet.
Alright. Well, Butter seems to be fine. It's a little slower than usual. But she'll be here in time. Where are you now?
Some place with a bunch of frogs.
Frogs? Never heard of it. Me and your mom heading back into the, what was it calling it?
The void. The rift. Something dark side.
Yes. something dark side. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
He's going back to the dark side.
There's something dark side. He tells you, he wants you to come back around since it's almost Mother's Day, even though that was actually last week.
It was 2 months ago, you fucking Yanks.
Well, for us, it was very recent.
Hey, LeVon, do you have Victoria Day tomorrow?
I don't know.
Is for a sad holiday for you?
I don't think it's a holiday. I
Yeah,
have college, so
we're celebrating your fucking queen's birthday.
Oh,
I can't give a shit. Like anybody in England actually cares about the Queen.
Wow. Well, yeah.
You seem to care about the Queen more than we do.
They really do. The fucking, like, the royal baby thing. I just wanted to slap
massive.
everyone in my country. Like, shut the fuck up, no one cares.
It's like not
I need to go open my window.
either. It's not even the same. Like,
yeah, it's starting to get pretty hot here too. We'll take a break in a moment, and then I'll actually turn the AC on for a couple minutes. Okay.
Yeah, and also since that was big news in the rest of the world, no one in England gave a shit. It was
I
hardly
know,
talked.
that was hilarious. Most of the people who actually went to go see it were actually people from other countries.
Yeah, no one gives a shit about the
Yeah.
Queen. She's old, and we're kind of waiting on her to die, but not before September,
well, that happens in September.
because then she's the oldest living monarch.
Oh.
Oh, that's... actually, that's kind of cool. I didn't know that.
She can die after that. No one gives a shit.
Right.
She does it just like 1 minute before, just to piss everyone off. Okay. Anyway, happy birthday to the Queen, whatnot. Let's see. That's 6:46. They tell you to head to the something dark. They're kind of waiting for you. Doesn't necessarily mean hell or it means for you to die, but it's a location that you are supposed to go to.
I say excellent. I'll probably be there soon.
Yeah.
We're all going to die.
You also have no way. You have no way to get there, and you don't really know how to get there. So you can, if you want, to go there, but you don't have to.
In my sleep, can I attempt to cast spells?
No.
In your sleep, you can cast every spell, but it has no effect in reality.
Okay, I'm gonna cast my... I don't even know. I'm just gonna make a lot of fire.
You make a lot of fire, and your father's a
Do
little
undead
curious
even
of why you're
sleep?
casting a bunch of fire spells while he's trying to communicate with you. After a while, he seems to just hang up and leave. And
My
you're
God.
sort of just there in your dreams, just casting fire spells over and over again.
He's just enjoying himself in his dreams.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, Kate. 154. Okay. For the night, you and your cockroach just cuddle together. Charlie is still being actively watching, and for the most part, it's kind of annoying because when he walks around, he makes a clanking, robotic sound everywhere now. But, after a while, you get kind of used to the sound. Everyone, Victor and, what was everyone called?
Kevin.
Victor and Kevin are both curled up next to you. They're not exactly warm, but they keep you comfortable. Through the night, even with the wind and the cold, and the drastic weather changes constantly happening for some reason, everything's relatively calm. Your night goes relatively peaceful, and you don't get any weird dreams that you're aware of.
Well, that was like really uneventful. Okay.
Well, you actually rolled to have horrible nightmares about people dying, but that kind of already happened, so I just skipped it.
No. Okay.
That's actually pretty normal for people to have.
At the end of the day, Kate slaughters people all the time, so actually that's completely nothing.
Right. That's
Hey,
an
I feel
average
bad.
day.
So, I have guilt.
Okay, well, you technically do have dreams about the first child you killed, but admittedly, you don't seem to care, so that doesn't matter at all. It's not of note.
I feel bad about it.
LaFawn?
Mm-hmm.
You're not totally sure what happened, but you wake up. You don't know if it's a dream, you don't know if it's real, but you wake up and you seem to be not on the island anymore.
Okay.
What do?
I'm gonna call out what's going on. Hello?
You walk around, the room's entirely black, and everywhere you step seems to like the floor lights up.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, is it the guys from accounting? What are you doing?
Eventually they do show up. It says, to call us? Also, where the hell are we?
What? This isn't a joke. I thought you guys did this.
No. And they start talking amongst each other. It says, boss, we're not totally sure where we are. More to the point, how did you call us if this is someone else's call?
Someone else must be here. No.
And then
There's only 3 people I can think of it could be, man.
and then whatever it is, the call hangs up. It's kind of interesting that all you got communication for all your sleep stuff. LaFawn, when you wake up, you notice that your clothing is a little dirty, which it wasn't dirty before. So you're not totally sure if you actually went somewhere, or if you just happened to roll in the dirt while in your sleep.
Well, I'm on a rock. I can't imagine there being too much dirt up here.
I know, right?
Okay, I have a bad feeling. It's either 1 or 2 people. It's either Catherine or the Candle Girl.
Well,
Okay.
I wonder how powerful she may be. Which actually, I think I told you she's like super high level.
Yeah.
Just not in
Alright.
combat.
Out of curiosity, I'm going to commune with Cthulhu, since either way, he's going to be able to tell me something about it, since it's demon related.
Okay. You pass. You do, in fact, reach Cthulhu, though he does complain about how early it is.
Sorry about calling you so late, sir, but something weird just happened, and it feels like something I should definitely tell you about.
Yeah, what do you want?
I woke up in a completely dark room with the men from accounting.
Wait. What?
Yeah, it was completely black. There was no light source, but we could all seem to see each other just fine.
Okay. And something about the guys in accounting?
Yeah, they were there as well.
Okay, your previous team, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then he immediately hangs up on you.
Cthulhu! You're supposed to have my back!
He seemed very concerned and worried, and then immediately hangs up on you.
Oh, fuck me. It's gonna be
You guys
some
are not
idiot
exactly
who's
getting the
gonna
best of luck.
It's gonna be some idiot that's pissed at me, I know it.
Cthulhu's probably like, why can't you guys be more like the Paladin and never fucking call him? Just do it.
You call him all the time. I call him very rarely. And only when it's absolutely necessary and I'm out of options.
She also has offerings when she does it, but you guys just call him up all at random now.
Yeah.
Because
Well, I can because my wisdom doesn't fail, so.
Okay.
So I basically got him on fucking walkie-talkie rather than.
I've
a
slept
phone.
plenty by this point, so I'm just like gonna keep an eye out for the night, not really wanting to go back to sleep.
Okay. So we're gonna take a quick break. One sec, guys.
Này, từ từ.